All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. It is Thursday. I almost forgot what day it is. Thursday, April 12th, 2018. Of course, like the title says, continuing with Heaven's Ward. Yeah, that's all I got for you, really. Other than that, where we left off last time, we finally got to Ishgard. And we were taking a tour around the city. The one, the only, Blazin' Tiny has joined the chat. Everybody cheer! Okay, yeah. Welcome, Blazin'. How's it going? Hopefully you got everything with Verizon taken care of. But yeah, where we left off last time, we finally got to Ishgard. We took a tour around the city. Then the count, or whatever his name is, Edmund or whatever, said that, oh, we got work for you. So that's where we left off. So Alphino is doing political stuff, and we're basically doing grunt work for his sons that can't seem to handle the... I guess they would say they're not very capable, he said. So let's get on right to it. Oh, and we're also working on the next Paladin quest. The Paladin who cried wolf. But we can't do that yet until we can get out of the city, so... Alright, so we gotta talk to this guy. Do I sound good? Shall we be off then, old boy? Ah, but where are my manners? Emmanuel de Forteau. Thank you for the bits, Blazin'. I appreciate it. Always. You're always sending me bits. I love it. Second son of Count Edmond de Fortin. Trueborn son, that is. Yes, I know what you're thinking. You're absolutely right. What ill fortune to be born second in a society where the eldest inherits all. Oh, my brother would never cut me off, 'tis true, but who could be satisfied subsisting on meager allowance, forever overshadowing by his sibling? Not I, old boy, not I. Which is why it needs your help to ensure that this business in the sea of clouds goes swimmingly, so that the tales of my great deeds can win me a place in the people's hearts. Or better yet, raise me higher in their estimations than Artoriel. Ambitious, I grant you, but then I do have a legendary hero to do my bidding, ha ha ha. Oh, don't look at me that way, I jest. Anyway, we are to aid the good men and women of House Helianarte. They have ever been steadfast friends to our house, though they've fallen on hard times since the calamity, poor blighters. Aw, I appreciate you too, Blazin'. As for what precisely we will be doing, well, what fun would it be if I told you everything in advance? Just come along with me to the airship landing. We'll need to take the airship to Camp Cloudtop. Alright, let's go talk to the other guy too. Onwards and upwards. Over the wall. Let us begin anew, Master Balric. I am Sir Toriel de Forton, eldest son of the Count Edmond de Forton. You will forgive me my outburst. I hope. I meant no disrespect. Archfont has spoken of you often. If you are even half the man he claims, I shall be glad to have you at my side. To the matter at hand, then, we will be assisting my esteemed compatriots in House Durandare and Dismail. You are aware of our friendly rivalry, I take it? Aye, well, suffice it to say, the prospect of assisting said houses does not fill me with joy. However, it is the will of the Holy See that we set aside our differences at this crucial juncture, but we shall speak more of that anon. First, we must needs secure transport to Falcon Nest. Let us make for the chocobo stables in the foundation. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, so we gotta go to chocobo stables. Bum, 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 bum. Is it supposed to thunderstorm today? Do you know? So we gotta go. I want to do this one first. Foundation. Gotta go to foundation. What? I think it was this one, to be honest. You missed a lot after work? What do you mean? Oh, possibly, I think. Totally missed the weather. Oh, I see. Yeah. It's cool. It'll be on again at 10. Hey, we've got our TV back, finally. Greetings, Master Balric. I settled a black chocobo for your journey to the Western Highlands, as per Lord Otel's instructions. Will this be your first time riding a black chocobo, may I ask? If so, you're in for a treat. As I dare say you know, this particular breed can fly. Ooh, flying mounts? Uh-huh. Given the right conditions, they can carry you quite high, too, even over Snowcloak. You needn't worry about directing the bird, of course. Like all porters, she's trained to carry you to your destination all by herself. So just relax and enjoy the view. Oh, but be sure not to relax your grip, will you? 2 hands on the reins at all times, if you please. Heck yes, Travel. I like this music. I like it a lot better than the original music in Camp Dragonhead. It didn't even show it. How can I enjoy the view if I can't even... Well, that's dumb. Dumb, 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 dumb.
To the frozen wastes of the Western Highlands, once verdant
Hey, Wolf, how's it going?
Made pallid by the calamity. Beyond the towering wall of ice, to lands long forsaken that the knights of Ishgard strove tirelessly to reclaim. To the hamlet of Falcon's Nest. Once abandoned, now freed of its pall of snow and ash, he came.
The world looks quite different when viewed from the back of an airborne chocobo, does it not? I don't know. It didn't show. I still find the experience strangely liberating. To business. Sir Redwald is in charge here. He should be expecting us. So much stuff to do here. Okay, so let's do the Paladin quest first. Rogate and Paladin. Well, I do recall a traveler who spent several days here, at least. Up here. I wonder if I have any flying mounts yet. Mount guide. Actions. I guess this chair flies, but I don't know how to get to fly. It'll probably be a quest sometime. There was a pitched battle the other night out in the wastes. Involved a rather large man and a party of his fellow heretics to hear the scouts tell it. Naturally, we chose not to intervene. If they wish to kill each other, by all means. Alright, then let's tune to that Aetheryte, or whatever they want to call it. I call it Aether, they call it Ether. I like tomato, ketchup. Silksagil, I've never heard of him. Was he the one of the new craftsmen working with 100 Eyes? Sorry, we see an awful lot of new faces around here. Most don't leave an impression, after than the heretics and bandits, that is. Well, that's not good. Alright, so now that we got that done, let's go speak with Redwald. It has been far, far too long, Lord Arturel. Who might your companion be? Pray forgive us our lateness, Sir Redwald. I present to you Vioric Baldric, War of House Forton. Tiny is outside raining hell, barking at everyone. Why is he barking at everyone? Ah, yes, of course. Lord Dromont spoke of you. I, Sir Redwald of House Durandare, do bid you welcome to Falcon's Nest. We are both eager to contribute to the settlement's restoration. How may we be of service? Before we speak of that, would I be correct in assuming that Master Balric is unfamiliar with our recent history? Then, with your permission, I shall recount the tale for his benefit. As you may know, Falcon's Nest was once a hamlet with a small garrison of knights and some few villagers, and then came the calamity. When it became clear that the snow would not stop falling, we had no choice but to order a complete withdrawal. The settlement and the entirety of the Western Highlands were to be abandoned. Abandoned to the heretics. Lady Iceheart and her kind have walked these lands with impunity ever since. But no longer. The Holy See has commanded the reclamation of the Western Highlands and the expulsion of the heretical elements. Falcon's Nest is key to accomplishing these objectives, but as you can see, rebuilding the hamlet will be no small undertaking. Our craftsmen require support and protection. Any assistance you can offer will be greatly appreciated. As promised, we of House Forton are at your disposal. Sir Redwald, you need to tell us where to begin. Alright, Redwald. It looks cool, but I like my other stuff. My other stuff is better. Several craftsmen in the service to House Dismal are contributing to the restoration of Falcon's Nest. These men and women are quite skilled at building and repairing fortifications, but their progress has been hampered by a number of factors. Roth, their foreman, tells me he has need of a man with your talents. Would you be so kind as to seek him out? Oh, look at all these quests. I should do these quests, huh? You'd like to help out, would you? I suppose there's something you might be able to lend a hand with. We're rather short of foodstuffs. There's plenty of Steinbocks wandering around just outside the fortress. Please slay a few of them and bring me their meat. I'd say 3 should be enough for the time being. It's horrible stuff. It's tough like boot leather and tasted like it too. But we can't afford to be picky around here, especially not with our food stores looking the way they do. Food stores. We need Steinbeck meat. I look worried, you say? Nothing of the sort. I was simply thinking about something. The rebuilding of Falcon's Nest, in fact. The damage from the calamity and the freezing winds it brought with it was tremendous. Even the rats fled, driven out by the cold. With the imposter Gilami dealt with, we can move forward with the rebuilding of the fortifications. I'm truly delighted and proud to be a part of it, but it's no simple task. The heretics' various supporters are obviously still a major concern, and the high houses still have their squabbles and their disputes with the citizenry. Frankly, there is no end to the difficulties we face. Just yesterday, some valuable supplies went missing, stolen from within this very fortress, right beneath our noses. We've no leads and we don't have the resources to scour the highlands looking for these supplies. But if you happen to see a group of suspicious-looking fellows carrying a large crate with them, it may well be our stolen goods. Please recover them for us. Okay. Any potions for me, independent merchant? Items. No, you don't have any potions. Alright, suppose I can mend my stuff. So I don't have to do that again. Okay, so where is this guy that we're looking for? Roth? There he is. Yes, I'm Roth, and who might you be? Ah, the promised help. Glad to have you aboard. I have the honor of overseeing this fine mess you see before you. Sent me over on one of them black birds, same as you, to build and mend and tell others how to build and mend. But fury take me, this ice, it's bloody unnatural how fast it forms. It's icicle sprites, I tell you. Mark my words, there are pockets of them here and there, just waiting for me to turn my back so they can sneak out and do their dirty work. So I need you to search the hamlet and put an end to it. If you stay and watch long enough, I'm sure you'll find them. Okay, so search Falcon's Nest for icicle sprites. Oh, got another one. I like the battle music. Okay, 1 of 3 done. Oh, we got 3 of them this time. Haha, you're dead. Thank you for responding. I'm trying to reload everything on phone. No problem, Blazin'. Anytime. Thank you again for the bits, Blazin'. I do appreciate it. I just gotta text someone real quick. So yeah, thank you for the bits, Blazin'. You're amazing. Alright, so now we have to report back to Roth, okay? Now there's a man what looks like he's... Now... I didn't do that right. Now there's a man what looks like he's found his marks. You're just the sort we need around here. That kind'll hop to when he sees a task undone. You're a dab hand at Warcraft, I can tell. Not that I have any skill at arms to speak of, mind, but it doesn't take an expert to recognize expertise. Be a ways to keep you to myself when there's others out what need help same as me. So if you're keen to keep on doing what you've been doing, I'd ask you to head north to the Pike, the bloody huge statue out in the waste, if you've never been. Mason by the name of Theramont is out there tending to the thing. Good man, Theramont, but I reckon he's taken on too much work for one. Might be there's something you can do for him. Alright. So, gotta go this way, I'm guessing. Speak with 100 Eyes. Heard you was asking after Rogaden, and in fashion that might give a man cause to worry. Aye, I know Silksagil. New, I should say. Older fellow, spent some time chatting with the Youngblood. He came through, like the rest of us before him, looking for the same thing we all do. Bandits ambushed him in the night, out in the waste. Buried him with my own two hands the next day, out near Camp Riversmith. Constant took it especially hard, close as he was to him. He's dead? He can't be dead. Let's see something. System. Keybind. Movement. That. This. That's not it. Is there a mount? What? Did I not do it right? Not macros. I must not be able to fly yet. Let's Google that. How to unlock flying in Heaven's Ward? One of the big new features is players can finally take the sky on flying mounts. But as with all things Final Fantasy, there's a bit of process when it comes to learning how to ride said flying mount. Plus, you're probably wondering how to get that snazzy new black chocobo in the expansion too. Divine Intervention. Okay, so it's a main story quest. Okay, so I haven't gotten there yet. So we'll just have to ride in the old-fashioned way, I guess. These guys are easy. Hold up, I gotta blow my nose. I blew my nose so hard that my headset fell off. Hey, there's a Steinbach. Okay, so we gotta kill 3 of these, I believe. There was another Steinbach over here. Yeah, right there. Alright, sorry about that. Oh, there's one up there. How do I get up there? Alright, so this is the last one we gotta kill. Then we can continue on with the main quest. Or the other quest, I should say. Yeah. My viewer count sometimes like goes up to 5. For a little bit 6, but it doesn't stay at 6 very long. Hail to you, traveler. What brings you out this way? Foreman Roth bid you assist me. Well, fair it be from me to turn down a helping hand. I've been tasked with the restoration of this sculpture. 5 years of neglect have not been kind, to say the least. Fortunately, I've just the thing for it. Rather, those deep eyes have it. If you could slay 3 and bring me their bristles, I would be in your debt. Okay, so we gotta kill 3 eyes. What are they? Yeah. Like, mine don't drop, like, super high. But usually, like, double, at least. I would love to have my viewer count go up super high. Okay, so this is the last one we gotta kill. Why won't it do this? There it goes. These deep eyes are kind of tanky. There you are. Have you the bristles? I do. Ah, feel how coarse that is? That is why they're perfect for scrubbing the soot from the statue. Beautiful, isn't it? It's the spitting image of Haldreth, first of the Azure Dragoons and one of the Ishgar's founding fathers. A symbol of everything the Dravanians despise, which is why they've taken to searing it with dragonfire every time they pass by. But no longer we will suffer this desecration of our nation's hero. Soon this statue will be as it once was, a proud, shining testament to the determination of Ishgard, and a message to the heretics that we have returned. The work may be hard and the conditions harsh, but as the proud Ishgardian, I could ask of no greater honor. Are you for Falcon's Nest? If so, I have a favor to ask. There is this knight, Sir Ysdor, stationed at the anvil to the west of here. She's always treated me with kindness and respect, more than I deserve, to be honest. Any road, while you're away, she came through on patrol, and I think she might have left a package behind. It's a bit of a detour, but would you mind returning it to her? My thanks to you, my friend. Okay, we gotta go to Camp Rivers Meet. That's this way. What's this? Oh, that's what's her name. Let's go over here first. Okay. Really? Oh shit. He healed himself. That little bee. Aiding. Alone's blessing be upon you, sir. I say, that was a rather frightful experience. Were you a friend of Solxagil's too? Ah, good. That is to say, my condolences. I knew there had been others who would want to know. 'Twas the work of Death's Embrace, I'd wager. Those fiends you slew just now were sent by them as well. My kinsmen think them by another band of sellswords or heretics. If only they knew what they were truly capable of. I can only hope that they will heed my warnings this time. If you would excuse me. Everything's of Legions gone. Yeah, that sucks. Why did it do that? Bjork, this is Papa Sean. Have you found Solxagil? Gods almighty, slain by Death's Embrace. I heard some of those bastards were still skulking about, but I've never thought they would try to... Wait, could it be that they were the ones who held Oathkeeper, and that they killed Solxagil when he tried to take it back? Damn it all, we've still no answers, though there is still the boy. Get after him and find out what he knows. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Goring Blade. Combo action with Riot Blade. Interesting. Okay, so we gotta go back. How do you get back up there? That's what I want to know. Maybe this way? Hey, let's go this way now. I feel like my mount is super slow here. I figure I can do my own selfies, but I lost all my football memories, everything, family photos. I chewed the rep out so hard he promised it wouldn't happen. What? Yeah, why did it even happen to begin with? I don't understand. My nose is stuffed again. How do you get up there? Chocobo. They can't even tell me what's wrong with my phone. It's been shutting itself off and turning it back on 3 times a day. Huh, that's weird. What's that, a package? I haven't the foggiest what you've been talking about. Right here, dude. Confound it, that fool of a... What a waste. It was a gift, adventurer. Thermont labors day and night without regard for his own well-being. At the very least, he ought to try to eat better. Why not simply give it to him? By the Fury, have you no sense of decorum? A high-born knight cannot be seen favoring a low-born mason in such a manner. Nevertheless, I appreciate your concern, as well as your willingness to assist Thermont. May your journey back to Falcon's Nest be safe and swift. Pray give my regards to Sir Redwald. Okay. Then I had a SD card errors constantly. That is what he was working on. He was going to back up my phone to cloud, and then he did not do it, and now it's gone. Yeah, Blazin, you can always take new pictures. I know it sucks, and that's kind of a weird thing to be saying, but I've had a lot of pictures get destroyed and lost over the years, but it'll be okay. How the hell do you get back up? I really need to fly. Alright. Let's go this way. Yeah, Lincoln will do a photo shoot. A pleasure to see you again, sir. Was there something you wish to discuss? Oh, so you're that free paladin Silkazil told me all about. It is an honor to meet you at last, Vioric. That is for the second time. My name is Constant. Truly honored, sir. Truly, truly honored. Sorry if I'm a bit out of sorts. It's just I've been thinking about him a lot. About the day we first met when he saved me, how his sword gleamed as he danced among the wolves. So now I have decided selfie time is coming and I need to get a picture of you. A picture of me? Why do you need a picture of me? I begged him to teach me the ways of the paladin, so I could save others like he had saved me. He must have turned me down a dozen times before he finally relented, probably because he caught me asking around about the Oathkeeper. But I suppose he didn't think I was strong enough to help him reclaim the sword. Why else would he sneak off to challenge Death's Embrace while I was away? I need to blow my nose again. Alright, I should have been there, Vioric. I should have been there. I've decided I'm going to take it back. Oathkeeper, I mean. He said I wasn't ready to wield this soul, but what choice do I have now that he's gone? You want to find it too, don't you? Then help me, Vioric, please. The man, the myth, the legend. I am Lone Wolf. You will. Halone, Halone, be praised. You won't regret this. Oh, if Silkzagil can see us now. Two paladins united in purpose. Well, I suppose it's rather premature for me to claim the title, isn't it? One veteran paladin and one aspiring paladin, then. United in purpose, we shall just recover Oathkeeper and bring Silkzagil murders to justice. As soon as I can uncover this new information, that is. Cool, Sheltron. Partial MP restored upon block. Okay. Oh, what's this? This symbol indicates the defensive stance shield oath is in effect. Shield oath reduce. Yeah, I know what that is. The oath gauge displays the current strength of the paladin's sword or shield oath. A strong oath is required to execute several actions such as Sheltron, acquired at level 52, and Intervention, acquired at level 62. It will grow weaker upon using them. A sword oath grows stronger each time an auto attack lands. A shield oath stronger each time an attack is blocked. Okay, that's kind of cool. Look at that. I got a new gauge. Goring blade. Ooh. Damage over time. I have tidings, Vioric. Hidden among Silkzagil's belongings was a journal, the final entry of which contains what appears to be a map of Gorgain Holding. He marked a spot near the river, though he did not write why. Yet considering how devoted he was to recovering Oathkeeper, surely it was some relation. I say we sally forth and investigate. We may encounter wild beasts or worse, of course, but we are well equipped to face them. Well, that is to say, you are. Da, da, da. Okay, let's turn in some of these quests. Have you found the stolen supplies? I have found stolen supplies. Yes, this is a very crate that was stolen. This looks much like the heretic's handiwork. But there's something in here that shouldn't be. A feather ornament? Whatever could it mean? It looks like a type of ornament that was popular in Falcon's Nest before the Calamity. Now this sort of thing is of no use to us here, a mere decorative trinket, but there is someone who might be interested in it. There is a humorless old man named Sigyn who collects antiques from the small mountain village that used to be here at Vulcan's Nest. I'm sure he'd love to take a look at something like this. Do you think that you could do me a favor and take it to him? Sure, why not? I must applaud your initiative, Master Balric. Roth tells me that you have been quite busy. Oh, that tastes like crap. Yeah. Alas, we have not had the time to thank you properly. I have a task to which I would commit all able-bodied men and women, you and Lord Arturel included. Calm as ever, even when you surely sense the gravity of the situation. A veteran through and through, just as Lord Drillmont said. Good. We have lost contact with reconnaissance party, sent north to Riversmeet in search of Heretic's hideaway. Whether they were attacked or met with some other misfortune, we know not, but regardless of the cause, we must act quickly for this is a harsh, unforgiving land which can claim, and has claimed, the lives of many men. To ensure we find our missing knights as quickly as possible, I have assigned each party a different area to search. You and Lord Artrail will be working together. Seek him out when you're ready to depart, and good luck. Yeah, that was some bad... It was water. Hello, crime. What's up, sexathine? Ooh, ooh, ooh. It seems we have been assigned the area near Camp Riversmeet, Master Balric. Lest you are unaware, the camp was one of many our knights were forced to abandon when we withdrew from Kurthus Western Highlands. One of the many sacrifices he made in the wake of calamity. It would not surprise me if our knights took shelter there. There is but one way to find out, though. Let us be off. Okay. Gotta hand in some quests. Do you have the Steinbach meat? I do. Take this meat. Clipped? Did you clip when I tasted that nasty water? I don't know why it tastes so bad. You have it already. Marvelous. I'm sure that you're wondering what plan to do with something so unappetizing. It's really quite simple. I'm going to leave it outside until it's frozen right through. Hi girl, hey! Falcon's Nest is one of the Ishgard's first lines of defense against the Dravanian horde. We need to resist the dragon's fiercest onslaughts, but we also need to outlast prolonged, protracted sieges. Once frozen, this meat will last a very long time. It may not taste good, but it'll keep our troops fighting when the supply lines have been cut off. Thank you for providing it. I'll take the bread. What else could I hand in? Dude, that was some really bad tasting water. I don't know. Why did it taste so bad? Shared it on the... I got meat too. Giggity. Is that outside? Yeah, that's down there. Did you want something? Yeah, take this feather. Ah, you used to see all these all the time before the calamity, back before Falcon's Nest ended up looking like this. This brings back some memories. You say it was left with supplies stolen by the heretics? Well, thank you, in any case. Alright. Have fun being AFK. Lots of meat around here, boys. It's gonna be a cutscene. That feather you gave me, I'd not seen one of those in a long time. It brought back memories. The village here grew, years ago, around the barracks housing the Ishgardian scouting forces. It may have been a small village, but it had a long and rich history. Being so close to the Dravanian border, it had its fair share of legend and wisdom passed down from generation to generation. But after the calamity, and the freezing winds it brought, the whole village was lost to the ice. Thanks to House Dizamel, the fortress reconstruction is progressing rapidly, but the village and all the belongings left behind in the calamity's aftermath still lie deep beneath the snow. I'd wager that the feather ornament you found was previously dug out of the snow around here. I'd seek out and collect relics from before the calamity. Everyone is so focused on rebuilding, nobody seems to care but one jot for the past. I suppose I ought to get back out there and sift through these snowdrifts. If you find anything out there yourself, let me know. They put the music to this, to these dialogues, and it makes it so dramatic, so I gotta read it dramatically. Even if I had the time to head out there alone, if I ran afoul of those beasts, I wouldn't stand a chance. You see, one of the reasons I requested this posting was so I could recover my grandfather's belongings. They ought to be near the frozen docks of Camp Riversmeet. But things being busy as they are, I am not at liberty to leave my post at the moment. What's worse, the area is absolutely teeming with monsters, so I can't send just anyone in my steed. But you look like you could handle yourself. Might you be so kind as to help me? Got to go to your channel and fix crap? What do you mean? Alrighty then, be back soon. Alright, so what do we gotta do here? Memories in the snow. You gotta find some stuff in the snow. Snowdrift. Snowdrift. What are we gonna find in this snowdrift? No, not Midgard Stormir. Gosh dang it. Alright. Let's see. Bum 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 bum. Sorry, guys. Alrighty. Let's go to the next snowdrift. Why do my eyes itch so much? Oh! Oh shoot! Oh shoot! I got 344 MP out of that. Cool. Allergies, yeah, probably. It's getting that time of year. Alright, well, we got that done. Dances with Wolves. Ooh, let's do that quest. Is it just me, or... Blazin', thank you for the host. I appreciate it. I thought you were auto-hosting me. Is it just me, or does the mounts move slower in Ishgard? Welcome back, Blazin'. I gotta go up there. I need help after the stream with something. What do you need help with? Some ways beyond here lies Camp Riversmeet. The camp was once the center of luscious pastures, a prime grazing field for cattle and other livestock. Now it's home to not more than wolves. Pray help drive the beasts away with sword and spell. Slay 3 silver wolves, and let them fear us. Okay. That person riding a unicorn? That's pretty cool. Well, even my chocobo seems to be moving slower. I don't know what's going on. There below us, Camp Riversmeet, or what remains of it. I see no way to descend the cliffs safely from here. Should we fall, the beast below would make short work of us. Come, I know a path to the riverbed below, east of the Black Iron Bridge. Dun 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 dun. Is this down below? Yeah, it's down below. If the reconnaissance party came this way, I see no sign of it. Still, it is possible that recent storms have obscured their trail, or that they took an alternate route to Camp Riversmeet. Until we investigate the camp itself, we cannot be certain. We must press on. So we got... Where do we gotta go now? We gotta go... Everything we need is down. Dun, 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 dun. Get out of my way. I don't want to fight you. Gotta kill these wolves. I wonder if this whole area, like this whole expansion, is going to be snowy maps. I like the animation for Sheltron. Look at that. That's cool. Yeah, we got to find lost items. And we also got to find the knights. And we also got, yeah, the knights. Reconnaissance party knights, okay. Alright, and then after this we'll go up here to do the paladin quest. Are you alright? I heard sounds of a struggle. Thank you. Thank the Fury. I thought no one would come. 3 heretics slain and one knight saved? Just like that? You certainly live up to your reputation, Master Balric. What happened here, sir? Is there no one else? We were caught in a furious blizzard north of here, my lord. Not but white all around, until we saw shapes moving towards us, running towards us, with naked steel in their hands. I cut down a few of the bastards who came close, but the others, they were shouting and screaming, but after a while I could only hear unfamiliar voices. I found my way to the camp, hoping to hide while the storm passed. But the heretics tracked you here. My lord, the heretics' hideaway lies somewhere to the north. We must move quickly before the snow buries all trace of their passing. For my brothers, we must. Stupid eye. Have faith, Sir Justice. Have faith, sir. Justice will be done. But first, we must see you to safety. He has the right of it, Master Balric. Whatever remains of the Heretics' trail will be gone with the next snowfall. But we cannot very well leave our friend here. I will see him to Falcon's Nest and gather the reinforcements. In the meantime, I would have you search the area to the north of the camp for signs of the attack. Should you pick up the Heretics' trail, do not wait for me. Follow it back to their lair forthwith, and be sure to leave me some clear footprints. I realize that this plan you may place you in is considerably danger, but I see no alternative. Rest assured we will not be far behind, and Vioric, thank you. Okay. Ah, shoot. Maybe I should start taking allergy med. Eye is just acting up like crazy. Alright, let's get going. I was like, okay, is it going to give me a mount or not? Oh, I probably should not jump off that. There's a settlement over there, huh? What's this? At the end of our hope? Oops, why did I do that? Oh, this is the main story. Ooh, instance battle. Oh, no. I stopped taking them during the winter. The track continues north. Yeah, leave them footprints. Find the heretic's hiding place. Just gotta follow the footprints, I guess. Really? I guess I'll kill it. Guess gotta do something to keep me preoccupied until I find the heretics, right? Kill him. Yeah, how's that working for you? Why is my sword oath not up? Level question mark. Ooh. Help! Somebody help! What a chicken. Bark, bark. Bark, bark. Stay away from me. I'll just keep throwing my shield at you, dude. It's not even doing it. Oh, there it goes. Come on, come and fight me like a man. Okay, where's the healer at? I don't think we have one. Stupid. Who is healing? Is it this guy? No, it's this guy. Unless they're both healing. These guys are doing nothing to my health. Alright. Destination. The Verizon guy had remote access to my phone and couldn't believe the signal here was shit. I told him they need to put a tower up here, and he told me to find a farmer that owned the land and they would pay him to put a tower on his property. Yeah. Verizon's always like, oh, we got the best coverage around, and then, yeah, nowhere around rural Iowa has Verizon service. Iceheart.
Looking for me, I presume.
The child who glimpsed the truth.
No, it cannot be.
He cameth unto me, as didst thou. Alike in gifts, yet set upon different paths.
He speaks true, warrior of light. Like you, I have been blessed with the echo.
Thought we knew that already.
The visions terrified me at first. They came without warning. I wondered what I had done to deserve them. But I had no time to ponder such things once the calamity came. The land turned against us, and in a matter of hours, Falcon's Nest was buried under 10 fulms of ice and snow. We had no choice but to flee for Ishgard. We came to the wall, and while we searched for a way through, there was an avalanche. And then I was alone.
Aww. Poor
So I
little
set forth for
baby.
Dravania. I knew full well what might happen where I found. But I could not survive on my own. I was found, of course. And not by a mere dragon, but by the great worm Hraesvelgr. And it was then that I knew why I had been given this gift. For with it I heard his voice, and saw the truth through his eyes.
Eh?
I was chosen to deliver this revelation to the people, to bring dragon and man together as they once were, and should ever be.
What will you say? Killing civilians won't bring them together? What of the innocents who died when you attacked Foundation? Ooh. Do that one.
It wasn't supposed to be like that. You have to believe me. It was beyond my control. Children taught to fear the skies, who saw their loved ones slaughtered. Yet the Dravanians, though they know where the fault truly lies, fell upon them with such fury.
Men die, and their children forget. But we are everlasting. To us, then is as now. Thou canst not comprehend the violation, the outrage, the fury.
I will make this right. I am neither a saint nor a savior, just another sinner. Yet I will not forsake this cause. I cannot. I will see this cycle broken and peace restored.
Good.
We can do naught else, for we are now as one.
And they're like, where'd they go? Master Balric, praise Halone you are alive. We came as swiftly as we could, but I see we are too late. So they were lurking in the cellar of this farmhouse. 'Tis a pity Lady Isard escaped, but we must not let that detract from your accomplishment. We have them on the run. You have dealt our foes a telling blow this day, my friend, and I shall see that your efforts are recognized. Establish an outpost in so remote a location could not have been easy. Tenacious devils. The knights have matters here well in hand. Let us return to Falcon's Nest and share our discoveries with Sir Redwald. Come, after tracking the heretics across malms of ice and snow, I would say you are in due a few hours' rest next to a warm fire. My character never gets rest. Alright, I am going to take a quick break. I'm going to get something better to drink. I will be right back. Everyone get up and stretch. I know it hasn't been about 2 hours, but still, do it anyway. Because I said so. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Although, I want to do something quick. I'm stupid. I want to watch that clip. I thought you shared the visitor posts maybe? There it is. Alright, live reaction.
No, that tastes like crap. Yeah. Alas, we have not had the time to thank you properly. I have a task to which I would commit able-bodied men and women, you and Lord Arturel included. Busy.
That's a that's a good clip. That's a good clip. Good one, Blazin'. Alright, let's go up here, accept this quest. Ice cluster? Nice. Gods be cursed. More moments ago, I was mobbed by a huge swarm of frost grenades. I made my way with my life, but I dropped my magic talisman in the confusion. It was a gift from my family, but the instant those monsters saw it, they lost all interest in me. They tore the thing apart and fled with the pieces. That talisman carries a lot of sentimental value for me. I have to get it back, but I can't leave my post. You strike me as quite the capable sort. Be a good lad and recover it from me, would you? Yeah, that my reaction was priceless. Yeah, it looked like the talisman was broken into 3 separate pieces. I didn't see which of the beasts nabbed the pieces, mind you, but I was more concerned with the escaping before they regained my interest in me. But please, slay the frost grenades and recover my talisman for me. Okay, so we gotta kill some frost grenades. Alright, one down. I don't know. I thought it was RO water, but I don't know. It did not taste like reverse osmosis water, I can tell you that. It was bad. Probably gonna get salmonella or something now. Okay, let's heal up a little bit. I'm probably gonna get like kidney failure from that water or something. Alright. Like, it was one of the worst tasting waters I have ever had. I wasn't getting me with that attack. Okay, that one's done. Might as well just turn this one in. Maybe the pieces of my magic talisman? I do. Oh, you found them. Words cannot fully express my gratitude. My family made the talisman from an ice crystal. It was meant to protect me, but to be honest, there is more than enough cold around here without me carrying this thing. Still, it carries no small amount of the sentimental value for me. I wonder what made the frost grenades swarm over it so. Did they plan to eat it? For something that's supposed to protect me, this talisman is doing a dreadful job. Whatever the reason, I'd much prefer not getting attacked again. I'll be sure to put this somewhere safe in the barracks rather than carrying it on my person. Thank you again for recovering it for me. Sweet. Alright, there's a quest over here that we needed, isn't there? Okay. Go this way. Oh, that's a cliff. God, it'd be so much easier if I could fly. Ooh, discovered a new location. Sweet. Impressive, eh? It took some doing, but I managed to resize Silksagil's Solarettes. They should afford me excellent protection against thigh-high threats. Anyway, let's see where this map leads. Somewhere over yonder, perhaps. Your feet hurt. Why do your feet hurt? Gallant Cornet. A light catches your eye, and on closer inspection, find a gallant cornet buried beneath the snow. Frozen blood. Muscle pulls? What's that? Oh shit, I'm almost dead. He like Blood Frozen too. Blood. I want to suck your blood. Vahahaha. Trail of frozen blood leads west. Alright, Constante. Muscles in the bottom of my feet are cramped up from Charlie horse my calves. That's not fun. Or was it further to the... Oh, Bjork, find anything? Yeah, right here. Silksagil's coronet? Then he did come here. There was a trail of blood as well, you said. Let's follow it and see where it leads. Alright. Alright. Damn it, I don't want to fight that thing. More frozen blood. Wonder how bad he will hurt me tomorrow at PT. I thought he said he was going to rub you down. It seems to lead towards the Dusk Vigil. Okay. Why do I always select him? I think it's taking us westward. You better know where you're going, kid. I get some rub down, but I bet he destroys me too. Giggity. Of course, Death's Embrace. They must have made camp here, and Silksagil learned of it. Wait, was this the movement just now to the west? We cannot let them escape. Alright, fella. What are you gonna do? Keep going west. Do the big soiree. All the way over there? That's like the Dravanian Forelands over there. Yeah, I discovered a new location. Woo! I should be on my mount. What am I doing? I didn't think it was this far away. Dog just brought me his rib. What am I to do with it? I'm not eating the dog treat. Why not? Why aren't you gonna eat the dog treat? End of the road. They don't seem to be carrying Oathkeeper. Well, if nothing else, we can at least bring them to justice for their countless other crimes and ensure that they harm no more innocents. To arms, of York, for justice, for Silksgill. I thought the coronet would help, but that speech still felt rather uninspired. Alright, let's go. Holy shit. Gosh dang it. Shit, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Gosh dang it. Does it say? No, it doesn't say who I need to kill. Probably break my teeth on it. We need to kill the controller. Because he's a healer, but... What dance, Blazin'? Damn it. 2 Grimoires this time. Stop. Shit, he's gonna die now. Was he supposed to die? Oh, it was a while ago and you clipped it? Okay. Duty complete. That one guy's dead. Can I go to bed? I thought he died. Did we win? I mean, by the Fury, we won? That villainous scum will prey on the weak no longer. Pity they didn't have the Oathkeeper. Well, all in a day's work for a pair of paladins, eh? Back to Falcon's Nest for a well-earned rest. Alright, so we gotta go all the way over here. Might as well put it on auto run, huh? Even though I haven't done much of the main story because I was focusing on Paladin quests, what do you think of Heaven's Ward so far? Woolly Yak. Oh geez, they're attacking me. Run, bitch, run! Should be a settlement up here. Oh! You like it? That's good. I'm enjoying it a lot too. I just wish I had my flying mount. We'll get it in due time, though. Good thing I have a mount though, because it'd take forever on foot. God, stupid pet. You already slain those horrid wolves? You have my deepest thanks. There was a time when there was Ishgardian troops stationed at Camp Riversmeet. Should we recover that camp, we were able to station soldiers there again. It would make our patrols safer, let them cover more area. Before long, we shall move to reclaim the camp. When that time comes, I may call upon your services again. All right. One quest filled. Wasn't there a quest? Yeah, there it is. You actually found something? Yeah. Maybe you really know how I feel. Maybe you're just helping an old man out of pity. Whichever it is, I still owe you my thanks. I've never been happier when they first started talking about rebuilding Falcon's Nest. I thought I'd finally have the old village back. Of course, the Holy See wasn't interested in the village at all. They just wanted their fortress, and now it's bigger and grander than ever before. The Falcon's Nest I knew, that small village I grew up in, it's been lying under all the snow ever since the calamity. All the villagers who could never return home, they've all had to move to the capital. It's for them that I'm digging through all the snow, trying to recover that lost history. Okay, then there was one over here to hand in. Did you find them? Did you find my grandfather's things? Yep. Oh, this looks to be everything. Halone's blessing be upon you. My grandfather used to make a living as a ferryman back before the calamity. But what's good a ferryman when the ice is thick enough to walk across? Little wonder that his health has gotten so much worse over the years. Aye, a man without a purpose is prone to sickness. If I could but remind him of what he once had, though maybe he'd recover. The wheels of justice are slow to turn, as we know all too well. Even Sir Aymeric, who they say cares deeply for the welfare of every Ishgardian, even he is bound by bureaucracy. It all comes back to the war in the end. If it's not the heretics or dragons, well, you know how it is. In the Forelands, well, if you head that far west without enough hired help, you've no one to blame but yourself for what happens. So when my mother's caravan was raided on the road to Tailfeather, I was resigned to never knowing who to blame. Until Silksagil told me all about Death's Embrace, and I realized they were the ones responsible for that and many other attacks. They chose their targets with care, preying on those who wouldn't be missed, saved by their equally powerless friends and family. But everyone deserves a champion, even the least among us are worth saving. I don't know if the remaining members of Death Embrace have Oathkeeper, but even if they don't, it is our duty as paladins to stop them. That's what Silksagil would say if he were here, right? Alright. I should have answered that phone call. It was a telemarketer. Lord Arturel, Master Balric, full glad am I to see you both hale and healthy. What news? You mean to say you hunted the heretics down on your own and slew them before reinforcements could arrive? By the Fury! I believe we have made great strides towards purging these lands of heretics, and I mean to say as much when I deliver my report to my father in the Holy See. As will I, Lord Arturel. May it serve to remind our superiors what houses Durandar and Forton could achieve through continued cooperation. Indeed, I trust you and your knights are content to handle the rest? You most certainly are, my lord. During your short time with us, you and Master Balric have accomplished far more than I had thought possible. I cannot in good conscience impose upon you any longer. Pray return to Ishgard with my thanks. As you wish, Sir Redwald. We thank you for your hospitality. Okay, so we gotta go back to, Ishgard. I should probably attune myself here, huh? I was not calling to sell you anything. It would have been fun on stream, though. Set home point. Alright. Oh, there's a quest here? Fury fearing Elysian. I take it by your garb you're not from here, am I right? The sights of our city must be quite the spectacle. It's a place rich with history, a story for every brick that paves our streets or fames our hearts and homes. There is much to learn of Ishgard, and I suppose I can teach you a thing or two. If you care to listen to this old man's tales, pray meet me at St. Renette's Forum. You can't get fresh rhubarb? I know. Okay, so I just gotta go up. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ah, so you've come to partake of my company, eh? Then let me start with the statue which stands before you here. This is Saint Renette, a dragoon of great renown said to have wielded Gaybolg. According to legend, the dragon slew her beloved, and naught but its blood could atone for what she lost. After much searching, she confronted the beast, and that would be the last time she wielded a lance. Upon exacting her revenge, they say she cast it aside on the ground where the dragon was felled, taking up the cloth in its place. From then on, she devoted to her life uplifting the poor and downtrodden. I dare say there has never been a man or woman so selfish as she in our history. And so the Ark of the Humble was constructed, that we should never forget her sacrifices. It perhaps worth mentioning that we of Ishgard take great pride in the works of masonry adorning our streets. You will come to find figures of great esteem and respect immortalized in some fashion at nearly every turn. Now then, let us move on to St. Valerant's Forum. I shall await you there. I know, stupid snow. Why does it gotta snow all the damn time? This is, or rather was, the statue of Saint Valorant, an Azure Dragoon of ages past who once drove off the great worm Nidhogg. Surely you've heard of the Azure Dragoon, chosen by the Eye to lead Ishgard Dragoons in the fight against the Ravonian Horde. But alas, much like this one, a number of statues in our fair capital has been defaced during a recent attack. Not that we could ever forget in whose name they were erected, mind you. In fact, one could say that these disfigurements are like a bandage of honor, earned from a clash with our enemy. Quite remarkable, wouldn't you agree? History being made of history, I'd say. I'm afraid that is all I have to tell of our dear city, but that glimmer in your eye tells me you wish to know more. Pray speak with Outrigilin at St. Raymond's Cathedral. I have no doubt he can regale you with another tale of Ishgard's history. A history lesson. Ooh. Saint. Oh, not this song again. Greetings, friend. Halone's blessing be upon you. You wish to know more of Ishgard's history? 'Tis not often travelers come seeking such knowledge. The Holy See of Ishgard is home to myriad patron saints, for which many places are named. In fact, this cathedral was named for the first archbishop to oversee the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. They are a testament to the unshakable will of our people, to our unity in the battle against the Dravanian Horde. I realize that there is much of our people you do not know, and we would not force our views upon you. Rather, we ask you not to decry our pursuit of our destiny. The righteous path we walk by the grace of Halone, our truest savior. What's this? Cool story, bro. Around night? Is that where I need to go? I don't remember. No, that's not where I need to go. Last vigil. Rhubarb, rhubarb. Oh, I'm all out of water. Master Balric, I would speak plain. From the first, I question your motives and your competence. Unjustly, I now realize. Rumors have a way of growing more fantastic as they spread, and quite frankly, those surrounding you beggar belief. But Hirschfont swore that all stories were true. He championed your cause and begged Father to grant you patronage. And he duly listened, because for all his wisdom, he has never been able to say no to my dear half-brother. The legacy of my father's sole indiscretion. We'll get some more, but the right kind. Yeah. Mother hated him, of course. Even on her deathbed, she refused to acknowledge him. And to be honest, she was not alone in her feelings. But that is not the worst of it. At Camp Riversmeet, when we came upon the Wounded Knight, I knew immediately that one of us would have to pursue the heretics alone, an onerous task fraught with danger. And there you were, the savior of Eorzea, an honored guest of House Forton. My new command in arms, Horsfront's dear friend. I told myself I was to be a test, but part of me hoped that you would fall. Yet you accepted the task without a word of protest nor any sign of fear, and you duly tracked the enemy down, faced him alone, and lived to tell the tale. Plainly, Horsfront had the right of it all along. That I doubted your strength bespeaks my own weakness, but I will not doubt you again, Master Balric. On that you have my word. Let's just do this. I have no idea. Alright, onwards and upwards now. Gotta go to the Sea of Clouds. That sounds interesting, doesn't it? Oh, I gotta walk there? Oh, I gotta go around. Am I lagging? I don't know. Are you? Am I lagging? Oh no. Are you ready to depart, sir? The airship bound for Camp Cloudtop will be leaving shortly. Camp Cloudtop. Interesting. La la. La 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 la. Ooh, the Sea of Clouds. That looks cool.
Upon an airship, conceived within the fecund mind of Cid Garland, renegade prodigy of Garlemald, who had come to call Eorzea home. High into the heavens, where isles of earth and stone floated as clouds, a frontier the knights of Ishgard had scarce begun to explore. To a fledgling outpost, within the Sea of Clouds, where careworn scouts ever scanned the skies for winged shadows,
Winged?
he came.
Winged shadows? An airship on an airship. Airship set Inception. awfully cold up here. I mean, Earthos may not be blessed with the warmest weather in the world, but compared to this, it seems positively balmy. And of course, our hero is wholly unperturbed. You don't have to maintain that strong, silent persona all the time, you know. Never mind, we need to find Lady Leonette. She is in charge of the garrison here. Oh, and when we find her, just follow my lead, yes? Excellent. Slurp. Tune to these. Okay, where do I gotta go? Over here. What the heck? How do you get down? Do 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 do. Do 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 bum 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 bum. Coming to fight me? That's what I thought. Master Balric, welcome. I am Sir Leonette de Halionate, commander of the forces stationed here at Camp Cloudtop. Strange though as it may sound, I have long dreamed of meeting you. I am in your debt, you see, and shall ever remain so. For if not for you, my younger brother Francel would have been executed upon word of a false inquisitor. Good job on the heist, guys. Alas, the knight must go where duty demands, and thus I have been unable to seek you out. But by the grace of Felone, I have been granted an opportunity to thank my brother's savior in person, and to call upon his generous aid besides. Truly, I know not what I have done to deserve this double blessing. Ahem, 'tis a pleasure to see you again, my lady Leonette. You cut an elegant figure as always, a steel-clad rose, equally home on the battlefield or in the ballroom. Aw, he's smitten with her. Lord Emmanuelin, if it's not too much to ask, should be grateful if you would allow me to finish speaking with Master Balric. Oh, shot down! Camp Cloudtop was established to provide early warning of impending Dravinian incursions. The high elevation afforded by the floating isles makes it ideal for this purpose. Naturally, it makes us a ready target for attack. We are not defenseless, however. The Protector, our largest and most advanced airship, is capable of drowning all but the mightiest dragons. Alas, you may have noticed it is currently undergoing repair. What is worse, our efforts have been hampered by an indigenous beast tribe known as the Vanu Vanu, and with whom we have several skirmishes already. No beastman is a match for a man of Ishgard. Bring me a birdman and I'll show him a thing or two. I feel much and more may be asked of you in the days to come, Master Balric. I'm a bit tired. But we got it. We got it real good, baby. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Look at the breeches. Sure, the breeches. While I understand Count Edmund's intentions, I would rather not waste valuable time ensuring that the young lord doesn't get trampled underfoot. True, it is entirely possible that he may learn something from this experience, but if left to his own devices, I think it far more likely that he will make a mess of things. Tell him that I would like him to keep watch for Dravanian outflyers. Then, when you have a moment to speak with his manservant in private, make it clear that it is his responsibility to keep Emanuane from shirking his duty. A request from Leonette? Why didn't she think to ask me in person? Surely she sees me standing here but a few yalms away. Oh, never mind, what is it? Outflyers. Mission? Yes, of course, that's why I'm here. I shall do as my lady asks. Master Balric, I do not believe I have properly introduced myself. My name is Honorite, and I serve at the pleasure of Lord Emanuane. Lady Lynette would have me accompany Lord Emanuane on his mission? I understand completely. I will do my utmost to keep him out of harm's way. Were he of another house, mayhap I would feel obliged to go to such lengths to preserve his safety and dignity. In any case, I appreciate you speaking to him for me. It would seem he actually listens to you, at least no more so than others. Or mayhap you are more skilled at this than most. I suspect that you've had to humor your fair share of difficult men before. Now that Emanuane is out of harm's way, we are free to discuss matters of actual import, such as our struggles with the Vanu Vanu. We first encountered the Vanu several years ago, when we had just begun to explore the Sea of Clouds. After exchange of pleasantries and gifts, we received permission to construct a permanent lookout post. There was peace between our peoples for half a year, until suddenly, for reasons unknown, their attitudes towards us changed. They began to attack our foraging parties without provocation, forcing us to rely more heavily on supplies flown in from Ishgard. But words are no substitute for first-hand experience. Go and see Sir Miriel, and she could use your assistance. Hey, where's she at? It's right here. Oh, I missed a quest up there. Let's get that quest. The Way of the Dodo. Oh. Really? Looking for work, are you? Then you've come to the right place. The name's Carabalt, and I have the honor of serving Lady Leonette. When I'm free of duty, I try to make myself useful by helping out with farm work as I am now. Of late, we have been having problem with wild Gastornis. You might recognize them as the colorful dodo creatures that you've seen about the place. Try as we might keep them away, they always manage to get at our crops before we can harvest them. It would mean much to the camp if you could dispatch some of them. 3 should be sufficient, I think. Also, and if it's not too much trouble, would you mind bringing back some of the meat from the beast you fell? No sense in letting perfectly good poultry go to waste. Sure. Why is that guy chasing a sheep? Hey, come back here! I want to hug you! I want to get your wool! Hey, come back here! Hey! Hey, why are you running so fast? Just want to love you! Come back! Come back! Come back! What the hell was that? La 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 la. I have to kill 3 of these bad boys. I think I have a good few clips for you tonight. That's good. Nothing like a good clip. Okay, you need to kill one more dodo thing. Where's that other quest at? All the way down there. I say, are you not the ward of House Fortin I heard so much about? Perfect. I have the need of a venture of such repute. You see, Camp Cloudtop is a post for those who have, let us say, served beyond their usefulness. We do what we can to make the best of it, but I know the others are disheartened, and they'll take no pride in their duties. Though this place had robbed them of their vigor, they are not yet proud men of House Helianarte, and I refuse to let their spirits sour and their blades go dull. How about this has become my foremost concern? How to do this has become a concern. And then it has dawned upon me. We must improve the quality of food. Think about it. What morale can you expect of troops denied of hearty breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Surely better meals will go a long way in rekindling of their spirits. But Faberlet, our camp's quartermaster, would never hear of it. At least not from me. But if you were to hear it from you, an adventurer with your background, he would have you at least take it into consideration. I beg you, please speak some sense into him, for the camp. For the camp. Master Balric, I presume. Lady Leonette told me you were coming. I hear tell you've never faced a Vannu before. I'll spend enough time on patrol and you're sure cross paths with them eventually. These birdmen are native to floating isles. I say birdmen, but they're not at all like the Ixal. Unless that Ixal's mother was a Gigas. Here, let me mark several locations on your map. If you discover any Vannu in these areas, kill or drive them away. Ooh, we gotta kill some people. I go all the way up there. Okay. Really? Stupid bat thing. Bat cat thing. You want what for this camp? Heartier meals? Don't tell me Gideon sent you, did he? It is no small feat having supplies shipped here, you know. Even the wealthiest nobles would be hard-pressed to afford constant deliveries of fresh foods to a place such as this. It simply cannot be done. If he is so dissatisfied with our provisions, he should forage and cook for himself. A number of our men are already doing just that. He was always one to overindulge in his eating. I fear hunger is clouding his judgment, but he's mistaken if he thinks that I can freely request shipments of goods as I please. Might I ask a favor of you? Cloudtop is known for a nutritious and surprisingly filling variety of mushroom. I'd like you to find one and give it to Gildan for me. Perhaps he'll find a way to sate his appetite on his own and leave me be. He's just trying to get a better meal. That mount is creepy and slow. Yeah. Not the best mount. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba. I don't know. You've taken care of the Gastornis? Splendid. Were you able to procure the meat as well? Yep. Go. My thanks, friend. My men will be glad for this bounty of fresh meat. Salted meats are perfectly fine in moderation, but we often long for foods with a bit more flavor. And thanks to you, we have struck 2 birds with 1 stone. Our men have fresh meat for the fire, and we've earned a respite from the Gastornis. No, 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 no. Oh, I want to fly. Oh, look at a pretty sky. Stupid birds. Stupid cats. Get away. Standing watch. Sense a hostile presence. Those things are like owls. At Noi Gundu. A glider from Fortnite? No, it was one of the flying mounts. They have to pay real money for. Stop, I don't want to fight you, stupid birds. Or you, stupid cat, either. Itsy mushroom. No. Get away from me. I don't want to fight you. Really? You steel yourself for a mighty struggle, yet find no value letting in wait. Okay. Got to go this way. See, got to go this way. Yes, you got to go this way. Yes, yes, yes. Go this way. Where? There. See it. No, I'm not joining any fate. I'm sorry. No, I'm not fighting you. Yes, I will. Why is it... Why does it target me? Are you a pillar man? I don't know what that means, dude. Welcome to the stream, though. Hopefully you're having a great day. Alright, let's do this. Alright, that was the last of them, I believe. Alright, we're going the right way. So we just got to hand in these quests. Not as many quests as the last area, but... So how did you fare? Did you think Fabrelette has come around to see things our way? I have no idea what a pillar man is. Sorry, man. Yeah, take a mushroom. My, what a delectable looking mushroom you have there. So round and so plump. I appreciate the offering. But why did you bring this to me? What a Fabrelette. He said, what? How absurd. To think I would make such a request for selfish gains. The future of Camp Cloudtop is not to be taken lightly. That's not to say that I'm not hungry, mind you. I guess I cannot depend on him to make change, after all. I'll have to think of something else. Maybe sauteed mushrooms or a mushroom soup. What? Oh, I'm merely thinking of, meals for the men. Yes, of course. And he has another quest. Holy cow. These are way better. If I cannot improve morale through food, then I have to take more drastic measures. Yes, some heroic feat to rally the men and enliven their spirits. As they say, it is the idle man who is a miserable man. And for a man of Ishgard, what could be more heroic than slaying a dragon? They say Camp Cloudtop is devoid of dragons, making it perfect for men of our lowly standing. But surely at least one dragon has to find its way to the region, no? I cannot leave my post just yet, so I must ask that you take up the search until I am able. First, I suggest speaking with the men around the camp for a lead. When you've tracked me one down, report back to me. I shall gather the men and head out to slay the foul beast. Okay, that's it. I'm tired of clicking on him. No, not Mount Guide. I'm bringing back the wolf pup. The return of the wolf pup. Finished with your patrol? Anything to report? Maybe there's too much hope for a day without a skirmish. At least I can take solace in the fact that Halone has blessed us with a mighty ally. Accepting your recent clashes with the Vanyu, it cannot have escaped your notice that the things are rather peaceful, to the detriment of our garrison's discipline. Despite being built as an observation post, we have yet to record a single intrusion by the Horde. That is why, as far as everyone is concerned, Camp Cloudtop is a backwater of no significance. And of course, the pride of our camp, the vaunted Protector, is in a perpetual state of needing repairs. Even were the Holy See to come under Drevonian attack, we would be unable to fly to their aid. Simply put, Master Balric, this is where the ambition comes to die. If you hadn't aspirations for advancement, you'll be right at home. Yay! However, I would like to think that enthusiasm can be contagious as apathy. If you'll indulge me, I would have you seek out sentries and stoke their fighting spirit. Psych them up, you might say. He's all around the freaking place. Hello there, old boy. Slay any Vanyu champions yet? No? Oh well, let me know when you have so I can make myself presentable for the, Oh, I gotta psych him? Is it an attack? What should we do? What should we do? You had me fooled there for a moment, old boy. An amusing jest, albeit a tad cruel. Surely you must realize how unsuited I am to the monotony of mere sentry duty, yet still you tempt me with the promise of excitement. No, this won't do. This won't do at all. Lady Leonette will give me a grand mission as befits my station. Right? Hey, it's your favorite mount, Blazin'. I'm getting tired. Sleepy, sleepy. Psych him up. Ye gods, where did that come from? Fine, if you insist, I will make an effort to be more alert. But really, I fail to see the point. We've hundreds of malms away from the front lines, which is just the way I like it. Thank you very much. Oh, and there's another quest over here. Big and meaty boy mount. Oh, I gotta psych him. Psych! What? What is it? Is it the Horde? By the Fury, whatever possessed you to do that? I'm awake. Worry not. After the shook you just gave me, I doubt I'll sleep for a fortnight. Fortnight? Ha ha ha. Hello there, laddie. No doubt you've important work to attend to. Well, we've all had a part to play. As a matter of fact, I should be handling out these meals. But these old bones don't move like they used to. But as I said, we all have a part to play, and I can't very well keep the good men and women of Kent Cloudtop waiting. I don't suppose you'd be willing to make a few deliveries in my stead, would you? The packages are clearly labeled. I can't offer much, but I will compensate you for your trouble. Bjork, to which I owe the honor of your presence this fine evening. Take this meal. A delivery from the cook? I was all but certain there would be none today. You have my thanks, and give her my best regards. He said that he wouldn't be able to sleep for a fortnight. A fortnight is 14 days, I believe. Many thanks, Master Balric. Already I can see a change in our sentry's behavior. Beg your pardon. Lord Emmanuel said what? Haha, well, I have no doubt that Lady Leonette will do her utmost to oblige him. I'm Master Balric. Can I help you with something? Take this. Oh, a meal from the cook? Why did she not come herself? Well, no matter. My thanks to you both. If Lord Emmanuel is going to demand a more dangerous duty, then I expect Lord Leonette will want you to accompany him. Hey, you might as well speak with her sooner rather than later. There's no use avoiding the inevitable. The inevitable. 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 Whatever it is, make it quick. I cannot leave my post unattended for long. Take this meal. Oh, a meal from the cook. That she makes such fine cuisine from seemingly deplorable rations is nothing short of a miracle. Thank you, sir. My compliments to the chef. Master Balric, Lord Emanuelain has just informed me that a mere sentry duty is beneath him. I understand that we have you to thank for this epiphany. Well, there's nothing for it but to give him something more demanding then. Can I count on you to keep him safe? Excellent. We are in constant need of fresh water in Camp Cloudtop, as there are no underground sources we can tap with wells. However, there is a unique variety of crystal that we've recently discovered which may enable us to obtain water through other means. These spring crystals can be found in Vors Sian Saran, to the east of here. I would have you and Emanuelain bring one back to us. You may have to contend with feral beasts which populate the lakes, not to mention Vanu scouts ranging from their nearby settlement. Of course, that all pales in comparison to keeping the young lord entertained. But you have doubtless grown accustomed to that by now. Good luck and be safe. Welcome back. I take it by your empty hands their meals have been delivered. Excellent. Short though the trip may be, a few films feel like moms at my age. It's worth it to see your smiling faces, though. I know they say I should take things easy, but age is no excuse for letting up on my duties. I won't deny I have second thoughts about staying, what with the thinner air here and sea of clouds and all. But have you tried their cooking? No one should have to suffer such unsavory fare, and they won't as so long as I am here. Hey. Alright. Well, let's go up here. Because I am going to call it a night. But I do want to raid somebody, so let's see something. Alright, who should I raid? Let's see. Not very many people's on. Let's raid this person. Let's see. Thanks for relaxing the stream tonight. I need it. No problem, Blazin. Raid. Whoops. Raid. Let's stain it. Did she go offline? Oh no, she's right there. Blackwoods Princess. She's playing Fortnite, it seems. Let's see. Alright, well, Blazin, I do thank you for all your support again. Thank you for bits and host. And everything that you usually do. Sharing, making clips, whatever. But anyways, until next time, hope you have a great night. And... Ooba dooba dooba. What? What is her name? It's a weird name. There we go. There we go. Anyways, everyone, thank you for watching.